our present financial system being replaced by QFS, Quantum Financial System. Is this system truly going to erase our debts, make us all wealthy? Is it going to erase our student loans? Hi everyone, this is Edita. I am curious like everyone else. So, I did a little digging and here's what I found. But I am a believer. How about you? Let me know by sending me a comment. Here it is, and thanks for being here. And the mysterious system that moves it around the globe. Enter the Quantum Financial System, or QFS, a name that sounds like it belongs in a Marvel movie. The QFS is pitched as a revolutionary upgrade, a financial messiah to save us from debt, corruption, and overdraft fees. Imagine a system so advanced, so secure, it's supposedly unhackable, powered by quantum computers most of us barely understand. Proponents claim it's already here, backed by actual gold, not just government promises. Every transaction, transparent, instant, and fair. It's a utopian vision almost too good to be true. But the QFS isn't just a tech upgrade. It's become the centerpiece of a sprawling online theory promising a global reset and a new age of prosperity. The QFS is said to be the engine that will erase poverty, cancel debt, and maybe even do your taxes. The promises are dazzling, a future where financial worries vanish like dial-up modems. But before we trade in our debit cards for quantum gold, let's pause. Whenever someone promises a free lunch, it's wise to ask what's really cooking. So tonight, let's dive into the QFS rabbit hole and see if it's more than just a digital mirage. To understand the QFS, you need to know what it's supposed to replace. SWIFT, the global banking messaging system. SWIFT doesn't move money. It just sends secure messages between banks. Think of it as the world's most boring group chat. It's slow, expensive, and vulnerable to manipulation. Enter the QFS, which, according to believers, isn't just a messaging system. It's the bank itself. It promises instant, unhackable transactions, with every digital dollar tracked in real time. The QFS is supposedly backed by gold, not just government promises. The idea, a return to a gold standard for the digital age, creating a stable, inflation-proof currency. On paper, it's a massive upgrade, like going from carrier pigeons to fiber optic internet. It addresses real anxieties about fragility, inequality, and opacity in finance. But while SWIFT is real, the QFS might be nothing more than a digital fantasy. The claims sound great until you look for evidence. So, is the QFS a revolution or just a shiny illusion? Let's keep digging. The QFS hype isn't just about faster bank transfers. It's about rewriting reality. The central promise? Erase all debt, mortgages, student loans, even national debts. Gone overnight. And not just debt relief. Supposedly, everyone gets a massive payout, turning us all into instant millionaires. These ideas are often tied to Nesara Gesara, older conspiracy theories now merged with the QFS. The story, trillions stolen by shadowy elites, will be returned to the people. And who's orchestrating this? In QFS lore, Donald Trump is cast as the mastermind, secretly preparing the world for this financial reset. The narrative offers simple answers. A corrupt system is to blame, and a magic computer plus a political savior will fix everything. It's a powerful cocktail of hope, fantasy, and grievance. The QFS story gives us a clear villain, a heroic leader, and the promise of a happy ending. But is it real, or just a comforting fairy tale? The appeal is obvious, but the evidence is not. Let's look closer. You can't talk about the QFS without mentioning Donald Trump. For many believers, he's not just involved, he's the central hero, secretly orchestrating the financial revolution. His presidency in this narrative was a covert operation to dismantle the old system and launch the QFS. Supporters interpret his actions like creating the Space Force or talking about draining the swamp as coded signals about the QFS plan. The launch of the QFS is often tied to predictions of Trump's return to power. This belief turns political support into near religious faith, blending financial salvation with political prophecy. For followers, setbacks are just temporary obstacles in a grand secret war. The QFS becomes not just a banking system, but the ultimate fulfillment of a political promise. But is there any proof behind the myth? Here's the big question. Where's the evidence for the QFS? Quantum computing is real, but today's machines are fragile and nowhere near ready to run the world's finances. The idea of a stable, global quantum computer is pure science fiction. Decades away, if ever. What about the gold? There's no record, audit, or credible source confirming vast reserves backing the QFS. Claims of hidden vaults and secret audits are just that. Claims with zero proof. Most QFS evidence comes from anonymous blogs, YouTube videos, and Telegram groups. Not governments or financial institutions, no official announcements, no patents, no reputable news coverage. The proof is usually cryptic memes or the word of anonymous insiders. It's a closed loop of rumor, not reality. So far, the QFS is all story, no substance. What do real experts say about the QFS? Mostly, they've never heard of it, or dismiss it outright as a conspiracy theory. Economists and bankers point out canceling all debt would crash the global economy, not save it. The gold standard was abandoned for a reason. It's too rigid for today's world. Quantum computing experts agree. The tech isn't ready. And the idea of a benevolent AI running finance is pure fantasy. Fact-checkers trace the QFS to a blend of old conspiracy theories and QAnon. There's no evidence, just recycled rumors and wishful thinking. The consensus, the QFS, is modern myth, not secret reality. It's fan fiction for the digital age. So why do so many still believe? The QFS is always about to launch, but the date keeps moving. Each missed deadline brings new excuses. The deep state, cosmic timing, or waiting for Trump's signal. This endless postponement is classic doomsday cult behavior. The cycle keeps hope alive, but can have real consequences. Some believers quit jobs or fall for scams, expecting instant wealth. The truth, there's no QFS launch coming. No secret satellites, no hidden quantum computers, no white hats waiting to flip a switch. The only thing real is the cycle of hype and disappointment. The QFS is a story that never ends, because it was never real to begin with. Don't bet your future on a fantasy. Let's separate fact from fiction. The QFS taps into real anxieties about debt, inequality, and distrust in institutions. These concerns are valid and deserve real solutions, but the QFS itself is pure fantasy. A magical fix that requires no effort or sacrifice. There's no evidence for its claims, just recycled conspiracy theories and wishful thinking. The QFS is part of a larger worldview, mixing political prophecy and secret wars into an unfalsifiable belief system. Any lack of evidence is spun as proof of secrecy. So, when you hear about the QFS, check your sources. Is it a reputable news outlet or an anonymous Telegram channel? Media literacy is your best defense against digital fairy tales. Don't let fantasy distract from the real work of fixing our financial system. So, what's the final verdict on the QFS? It's a conspiracy theory. A modern myth blending real anxieties with science fiction and political wish fulfillment. There's no evidence it exists, and plenty to show it doesn't. Quantum computing isn't ready, the gold isn't there, and no credible expert supports it. The QFS is a story, not a solution. Be skeptical of promises that sound too good to be true. Don't make life decisions based on internet rumors. The real solutions require hard work and real change. Not waiting for a magic computer. The QFS is a symptom of our times, not the cure. Reality is complicated, but it's the only place real progress happens. But again, I am still a believer that the QFS is coming, that will erase our debts and all those good things. I will leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adita Laurel. Have a good night.